Hey guys, it's April from Getting Hygge with It. Today I wanted to share a little book haul with you. I went shopping, like I do, and I found some books that just seem like they're just gonna lift up my spirits. I picked these books because they seemed like they were going to just put me in a really great mood. So I'm hoping to read these when I'm going through a little bit of a slump in life. Because that happens, and sometimes you need something that's going to perk you up. This is my happy book haul. So the first book that I want to talk to you about was actually a gift from my parents. Now this is going to make Katie at Life Between Words. It's going to make her a little bit jealous. This is a copy of Anne of Green Gables, which I haven't read. Oh my god. I'm Canadian and I haven't read Anne of Green Gables. I know that's wrong. I know that's like almost borderline immoral. I know that maybe you are thinking right now, I'm gonna unsubscribe from this girl's channel because that's a shame. And I wouldn't blame you, but please don't do that. But this is so exciting. My parents went to PEI and went to Lucy Maud Montgomery's home, and this is apparently exactly what the first edition of Anne of Green Gables looked like. Like the cover, it's an identical version. So this is exactly what it looked like. Even the pages inside, the font, everything, everything is exactly how it would have been in the original, and it's such a meaningful gift and I can't wait. I'm kind of happy that I haven't read Anne of Green Gables before because now I get to read it like truly authentically. I'm very, very happy about this. So that makes me happy just thinking about it. So I can't even imagine I'll be like on cloud 9 reading it. Next I picked up Franny Flagg's Fried Green Tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe. I used to love this movie when I was a kid. I think 10 or 11, I used to watch this movie all the time. And now I'm going to read the book. This takes place in the South, and it's the story of two very dear friends in the 1930s. They ran this little cafe in Whistle Stop, Alabama, and it is the story of this friendship. It's the story of love, and it's got murder thrown in. I'm really excited to read this. I was also at a book sale, and my husband, because he's my husband and is amazing, he found this. It's Nora Ephron's collected work. I have what I thought was her complete compiled work. However, there are some stories in here that aren't in the collection that I already have, so I'm very happy to have this. Nora Ephron, if you don't know her, she wrote When Harry Met Sally, she wrote Sleepless in Seattle, she wrote Julie and Julia. So if you've loved any of those like romantic comedies on the screen, you can thank Nora Ephron. And Nora passed away a few years ago now. She had cancer and she didn't tell anybody about it, and it was very sudden for a lot of her friends and for the world, and I'm still mourning her. I cry every single time I watch one of her movies just because I'm so glad that there was a Nora Ephron in the world. So I'm so glad to have this. I also picked up I Capture the Castle by Dodie Smith. I've heard only wonderful things about this book. This is about a little girl named Cassandra, and she lives in a very old, very kind of dilapidated castle with her family. And it's a bit of a growing up story about her life with her family in this castle that's totally falling apart. J.K. Rowling says that this book has one of the most charismatic narrators I've ever met. And if that doesn't make you want to read it, I don't know what will. I have been meaning to read The Mysterious Benedict Society for a very long time now. I first heard about this on the Modern Mrs. Darcy blog. Gosh, a long time ago now, and I saw it at a library sale and grabbed it right away. I'm just going to read the blurb on the back because it sounds so good. Are you a gifted child looking for special opportunities? When this peculiar ad appears in the newspaper, dozens of children enroll to take a series of mysterious, mind-bending tests, and you, dear reader, can test your wits right alongside them. But in the end, just 4 very special children will succeed. Their challenge? To go on a secret mission that only the most intelligent and resourceful children could complete. With their newfound friendship at stake, will they be able to pass the most important test of all? Welcome to the mysterious Benedict Society. Just yes, I am in. I love a little middle grade fiction. This is gonna be great. I know it's gonna be good. I also grabbed The Girl with No Shadow. Now this is the sequel to Chocolat. I have never read Chocolat. I have watched the movie of Chocolat, and I don't know if I have a crazy desire to read the book before diving into the sequel. Tell me if that's all sorts of wrong, and if I'm doing it all wrong, let me know, because I'll go and find the original. But I'm gonna continue along the story of Chocolat, which is about a girl and her mother, and the wind tells them when they need to leave a town, and it happens pretty frequently, so they have they don't have a very stable kind of life. They move around a lot, and this is their next adventure. And the first book, they opened a little chocolate store in a little French village, and now they're moving to Paris. Yes, I will follow them there. I also picked up The Sugar Queen by Sarah Addison Allen. Sarah Addison Allen tends to write a lot of books with magical realism, but it's almost like chick lit meets magical realism, which sounds kind of nice. But apparently this follows Josie Serini, and Josie meets a woman named Della Lee, who is 1 part nemesis and 2 parts fairy godmother. It sounded sweet and I nabbed it. I also grabbed Where'd You Go Bernadette. This was a really big one last year for summer, and I actually lent this to my neighbor. She was looking for a summer read and she loved it. So now I kind of want to read it. This is about 15-year-old Bee, and she wins a trip to Antarctica, and she's all excited, and her mom is agoraphobic. Her mom's name is Bernadette. And Bernadette is really throwing herself into getting ready for the trip. And then all of a sudden, one day, Bernadette goes missing. And it's about finding her. Apparently, it's really funny. So I'm hoping that it's going to be a good one. I love Julia Child, especially after watching Julie and Julia, directed and written by Nora Ephron. It just makes me happy. So when I saw this book, it's called As Always, Julia. It's the letters between Julia Child and her best friend named Avis DeVito. Now, they actually didn't meet in real life for a very long time. They were just pen pals for years, and then they met. And this is just the collection of their letters to each other. Julia Child was a really quirky character and really an inspiration to middle-aged women who want to start something new in their life. Julia is like the poster child of yes you can and be really successful at it. So I'm eager to pick this one up too. I feel happy just even going through those books, just like picking them up and looking at them. I feel happier. So I think I made some really good choices there. Let me know what books just bring an enormous smile to your face, because it's always so good to have those books on hand when you're going through a hard time. You need a little something to perk you up. I'd love to know what those books are for you, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye!